to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio. This is It's Your Healthy Lifestyle show, hosted by the founder of this platform, Dr. JACALYN KERBECK, and myself, Roland Friedl. How important is your health and fitness to you? We show you how you can easily eat healthier every day, how you can improve your fitness and recover much quicker after your exercises and workouts. Families will learn how to optimize their children's health and nutrition. And finally, you will also hear how you live a long, healthy, and fit life into your old age. Join us here on It's Your Healthy Lifestyle.
Hello, everyone. A big warm welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where we provide world-class education, inspiration, and hope. I'm Dr. JACALYN KERBECK, and our show today is It's Your Healthy Lifestyle. And we are super blessed to have the star of our show, Mr. Roland Friedl, joining us today. And he is embarking on his water fasting journey. This is not something that he's new to. So it's a pleasure and an honor to have him with us sharing his current experience. Welcome to the program, Roland.
Hello, Dr. JACALYN. Great to see you. And hello to our audience. Hello.
Hi, it's great to see you too. And before we get into the topic today, tell our audience a little bit about the work you do with men, the work that you do with major corporations. How is it you can bring value to our audience?
Yeah, thank you. Hello, everyone, wherever you're joining us. Yeah, my name is Roland. As you can hear from my accent, I'm not a Native American or UK English speaker. I'm from Austria, a little small country in the middle of Europe. Well, for my background, I'm a business consultant and executive trainer. That's what I've been doing for almost 30 years, working together with huge corporations worldwide just to support their sales force, but also to support their top management. That's my main profession, if you want so. And besides that, I started a few years ago working with men, doing some men's work, because I'm a man by myself, and I found out that men need more support to come back to their real masculinity. That's so important. And so I do men's groups online. I go men's festivals, and I started a German-speaking Wild at Heart, we call it, was actually English, but German-speaking broadcasting, how I call it, video broadcasting on YouTube. That's what I do. But I also love to talk about health, because it's the most important thing we have, and also love to be engaged in the environment and protecting Mother Earth. So that's my main stuff. So if you feel comfortable and you want to get to know me, just contact me on my email, office@rolandfriedl.com. You see it here in the banner. And then let's talk, take it from there, and maybe we can do something together. It's all about sharing and caring so far. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Roland. And I don't know if they're reaching out to you, but I've had a number of women reach out to me and said they wanted to get to know you. So this is their opportunity. Your information is right here for people to contact you on your email, your website, and of course, you are on social media. So we're talking today about a healthy lifestyle, specifically about water fasting. And you've done this before. I've done it myself. What is the reason specifically why this February the 13th, 2024, you decided, I guess 5 days ago, to start water fasting?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, to be honest, I started earlier in January. So the plan was to start in new moon on 9th of February. I said, okay, why to wait long? I start earlier in January. So I started there. It was a good start, but I made a mistake. I don't know why. It's not that I'm not experienced, but I forgot to cleanse my intestines, and I didn't feel comfortable. So I stopped it and I did a restart 5 days ago. So I'm on day 5 today. Why I'm doing it? Because I feel good afterwards. I really feel good afterwards. So the body has time to recover because all the energy is free for other things. Because with most of the energy we need to digest. So I do it just to feel good. I personally don't do it for weight loss. That's not my goal. I actually want to keep my weight. I don't want to lose muscles. So for me, it's just cleaning up and feel good. That's why I'm doing. I just feel good afterwards. That's the reason.
How would you compare this feeling of good to doing a cold plunge? I know you do water plunging as well.
Yeah, ice bathing. Yeah, of course. I mean, ice bathing or the cold showers or whatever you want to call it, or when I go in a cold sea or in a river. This I do since actually many years. I do this just to support my immune system and to improve my immune system. So I don't know where I come from Austria, but also from Scandinavia. We love to go to sauna. It's very popular here to go to sauna, and it's this change from cold and hot, cold and hot, cold and hot all the time. And actually, from in the beginning of 19th century, we had a very famous German therapist, Dr. Kneipp. He's very famous. A lot of products out there, and he suggested to have cold and hot, and train your body in cold and hot, and this change. This absolutely boosts your immune system. So I do this to stay healthy, to boost my immune system, to stay healthy. But I also found that I sleep much better, and it's also perfect for skin. So if you also want to look good or look better than me, if you want to look good and better than me, it's good for the skin. Absolutely, it's good for the skin. You get an amazing good skin, and it's good for your health. So to answer your question, cold water ice bathing is good for your boosting your immune system. It's good for your skin. Fasting, of course, also supports your immune system. And it helps your intestines and all the organs just to clean up. It's good. The combination is good.
Yeah, it really is. And you and I have talked about this before, but I really believe that there are at least 2 schools of thought. The first being, hey, I'm here for only a limited amount of time on this earth. I'm going to do what I want. I want to enjoy myself. I'm going to live to the fullest. And if I'm not here at a certain age, oh well. And then other people saying, I'm going to do everything that I need to do so I can be here for as long as possible and feel good while I'm here. Whereas the other side, they might be thinking, I'm going to feel great because I'm imbibing. What do you think?
Well, actually we had this conversation earlier on another show about prevention, and for me it's prevention. It's prevention. I do fasting. I do intermittent fasting. I live quite healthy. I mean, 80% of the food intake is healthy one. 20% is just sugar, alcohol, whatever. So fun to. I do it because I want to live at the fullest, because we have 80, 90 years in this reincarnation, and I want to have fun as much as possible. I want to travel. I want to be in full power. I want to perform. I want to have fun with my friends, and I want to be full awakened. I don't want to be tired or fatigued. I want to feel good, and that's the reason why I do it. It's not about that I have. Yeah, for me, it's not. I want to call it an ascetic lifestyle. No, I love party. I drink a glass of wine. I have my steaks. I'm most of the time I'm carnivore, so I enjoy life. Or some occasionally have an ice cream or whatever, but I don't do it on a regular basis. And what I found out is when I do it occasionally, I enjoy it much more. Occasionally, an ice cream. It's really, I love it like a little child. And I was a little boy and I got an ice cream from my parents. I really enjoy this ice cream because it's not on a daily basis. Or when I have a glass of wine, I really enjoy the smelling, the taste of the wine, because I don't drink it on a regular basis. So I enjoy the things much deeper, much more.
Okay, so I'm going to challenge you with something because that's my role here, right? my,
Yeah.
my question to you is, let's say you work out all the time, I work out all the time. Some people are not exercising that much, but if you have a basic routine that you do and you push yourself, obviously if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're not challenging your body. But if you continuously challenge yourself and you eat fairly healthy on a regular basis, you take supplements, you drink your water, you do some fasting, you get enough sleep, can you imbibe more than just once in a while? Haven't you earned that right to be able to have that ice cream maybe 2 or 3 times a week? Is it really going to harm you?
No, well, actually, I don't have it 2 times. I have it once a month. Well, we all know that sugar is the worst thing that you can do to the body. Sugar is really the worst thing. And I mean, I don't care if somebody's a vegan, vegetarian, or a carnivore like myself. It doesn't matter as long as you eat as much as possible clean. What do I mean by clean? Meaning non-processed food. We all know that the food industry is not there for you. You are there for their money. That's the point. We can discuss it if you want. But that's the point. And what they do is that they try to make you addicted to the food. So they always find new combinations of fat and sugar intake with some flavors that you become addicted to. You and you think you feel good. And actually, Dr. I love a good pasta. I'm in Italy here right now. I love a good pasta. But to be honest, for a 10 minutes fun, I'm suffering the rest of the day. What do I mean by suffering? I'm a high sensitive person. I feel my body, and I know that I feel like I'm blocked. I have less energy. I feel fatigued. I don't feel good. For most people, they don't realize any difference because they're not in their full power the rest of the day. So I'm in the full power of the rest of the day, and I feel the difference. But most people don't feel the difference because they eat so many crap. For them, it's normal not to feel good, and they have not a glimpse of an idea how it is to feel really good. I might become 60 this year, and it's funny. By the way, I'm here on a camping site, and most people, they're staying over winter here, the Germans, Austrians, Swiss guys, and Dutch guys, and they're just 60 now. And I do my work, and they look at me, and they're, what are you doing? And my neighbor, he's 2 years younger than me. It's funny. And he said to me, I did it too when I was younger, like you, when I was in my 40s, like you. I said, no, my friend, I'm going to be 60. And I said, what? What the hell? You're going to be 60? I said, yes, I'm going to be 60. I said, you have an amazing body. I said, yeah, I do a little bit every day. I mean, I'm willing to pay the price. And this minute, what we had a discussion last time, I do something preventive. And I mean, we're getting older. We're all getting older, yes. But when I'm getting older, when I'm becoming my 80s and my 90s, I want to still as much as possible enjoy my life, and I only can enjoy my life when I'm absolutely pain-free without taking any drugs. I want to be pain-free. I want to suffer. I don't want to take any medication. I want to, my mind. I just want to be healthy and fit as long as possible. That's my target.
And how important would you say your mindset is? If you say to yourself, and as an example, one of our team members and our dear friend, Mr. Red O'Laughlin, when you say to him, how are you doing, Red? Excellent as always. And say that out loud. How are you? I'm excellent as always. You feel that energy. So can we talk ourselves into believing that we are doing really well?
You mean by manifestation?
Yeah. So, for example, you eat the pasta and you feel really full, but you say, you know what? I feel great right now. I had the pasta that I wanted and I feel really good, even if you feel sluggish.
Well, I wouldn't say I feel good if I don't feel good. I'm trying to be honest. Well, the point is, I don't believe in manifestation, but there's a different topic. Well, as I said, once in a while, I have a pasta. Well, I don't know, once a month or something like that. And when I do cheat, I call it a cheat day. When I do cheating with a pasta or an ice cream or whatever it is, or a nice piece of cake or whatever, I do it without regretting it. I enjoy it. I just enjoy it. I mean, in the present moment, I absolutely enjoy it. And then it's good. I have it, and then it's good. And then I go back to my daily routine. So for me, it's good. But I don't feel good afterwards. When I've had a pasta, the best thing is to lay down and have a rest, especially when I combine it with a beer, or a pizza and a beer. It's killing me. It's killing me. Actually, what I mean by killing me, I'm not in my full in my full potential. I mean, I feel like the rest of the people around me. And some people say, yeah, it's okay. I feel every day. I say, yeah, it's okay for you, but it's not okay for me.
Yeah, I understand that. A few weeks ago, I went into a grocery store and they make things right there. So it's fresh, allegedly. And I bought macaroni and cheese. And I don't even know why I purchased it because I said to myself, you shouldn't eat this. So I bought it and I noticed and I still have it. I got eczema on my neck and I got it a few other places. And I felt this sick heaviness, but I bought a pound of it. So I continued to eat it every day and I did not feel well. And I know it is from that macaroni and cheese. And so my point is that's something I normally wouldn't eat. I ate it anyway for several days. And now I have this redness that hasn't gone away. And so I bring this up because even though we're doing something and we stop doing it, doesn't mean that there aren't residual effects from what we did.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in the US, you have the bad situation that the wheat in the US that you're using in the flour for your pasta and for your pizza is really bad. I have a very good friend. We met him once here on the Mallorca connection 2 years ago. From Oregon, Wilton, I don't know if you remember. And every time he comes to Europe, he loves pasta and pizza. And said, when he comes here, he has no allergic reactions, absolutely no. But in the US, it's impossible because the flour is different, the wheat is different, it's so genetically changed. So it's good here. But again, sometimes we enjoy it, and when we regret it, we don't do it. But most people come back because they're addicted to it. And same to me, I love Italian ice cream. I love it. I could have it every day, to be honest. But I said no. I enjoy it once a month, or maybe here in Italy twice a month, and it's all good. But the point is, are we going for a short-time goal or a long-time goal? And I'm more on the long-time goals than on the short-time goals. It's something with them. It's a mindset. It's a mindset.
Yeah, it's definitely a mindset. And it's interesting. The same place where I bought the macaroni and cheese, the guy who was getting it for me, the guy behind the counter, he said, people don't realize, even though we are a market where we make most things, there's still things that we don't make that we mix in with what we do make. He said, if you were to go to Europe, they wouldn't allow half this food to be passed to be served to the public. He said, but here in the States, we just rubber stamp and look the other way. And I thought that was interesting because he's there in this market selling food.
Yeah, I know a friend of mine. He was a top manager of this big M in Austria. He has several shops. He never ate this stuff and actually left the company. And he was writing a book about children shouldn't go there or stuff like that. So, yeah.
So buyer beware is basically what we're talking about today. And Roland, you mentioned before that you had started your journey of water fasting this time for 2024, and you realized that you didn't do certain things. So for somebody who's out there and they're thinking, you know what, this is something I want to start, should you go to a doctor first? Because I know you're not big on doctors. What should you do if you've never done a water fast before?
Well, it's depending on the duration. If you go for 5 days, 15 days, or even 40 days. I mean, 40 days, I wouldn't do it for the first time, start with 40 days. And I mean, depending on your age, when you're young and healthy and fit, you're not taking any medication, you can start without any issues. There's no problem. But when you're older, the age like myself, or taking some medications, you have some issues, I would of course, talk to your medical advisor, your doctor, or your therapist, whatever. Sure. Because liquid fasting, water fasting, or liquid fasting is a very radical fast. So, you should absolutely consult your medical doctor. I highly suggest when you have some issues. Yeah, because it can cause some issues when you really go very, very, very radical on liquids, because you really shut down your calories almost totally. And water has no calorie, but sometimes I do a little bit of lime juice in, or other liquid stuffs. So you really shut down your calories, and it can be an issue for some people. So I would absolutely suggest consult your medical doctor if you go for it. Absolutely, yes.
Fantastic. Thank you, Roland. And I've had this debate with some people who are younger than I am. They're in a different generation. And the debate is always water fasting to lose weight or water fasting to decrease inflammation. So is it possible that you can't decrease inflammation and also lose weight?
But actually, of course, you will decrease inflammation because you're not taking any processed food or no sugar stuff in you. Of course, yeah. I mean, uh, even when you go on a keto diet, so meaning on low carb, inflammation goes down. Or when you go like myself on a carnivore diet, inflammation goes down. Inflammation goes down for sure, yeah. Weight loss is a different thing. The point is when you do a radical fast, meaning when you have actually almost no calorie intake, what your body does is your body says, oh shit, nothing is coming in, so I have to save calories, because it's a challenge for me. It's an extraordinary time, so we have to survive. So the body goes in a survival mode, and he's not letting go your fat, so he's storing your fat, because in the body needs energy to go forward. So you're not really losing weight. What you're losing, to be honest, is water, because when you don't have carb intake, meaning you have less sugar intake in your body, we all know when the glucose storage is high in your body, it also absorbs a lot of water. So you lose, and you're going down with your glucose store because you don't have no carb intake, sugar intake at all. Of course, you're losing water, so your body is not binding the water anymore. So what you lose on weight is actually mostly water, and depending on the duration of the fasting, you're losing muscle, meaning protein is going down. So when you really want to lose weight, fasting can be a good start for a lifestyle change, meaning that after the fast, you eat differently. The best way to lose weight is eating very healthy without feeling hungry. You can eat, for example, a carnivore diet or a keto diet, you can eat as much as you want and you're going to lose weight. So starving doesn't make any sense to lose weight, not at all. So the fasting goal is not to lose weight. You will lose weight, yeah, for sure, on the scale, but it's mostly water and muscle, especially when you do it for 5 or 15 days. So when you want to long-term lose weight, start with the fasting. It's a good thing. Fasting and cleansing your intestines is a good way. And then starting a healthy lifestyle. No matter if it's a vegan, vegetarian, doesn't matter. Meaning a healthy lifestyle is eating clean, non-processed food and avoid sugar as much as possible. Does it answer your question?
Yes, it definitely answers my question. So, I'm always here just posing other perspectives. So what about for people who cannot afford organic, for example, they can't afford to buy things that are considered to be out of the ground? They're going to McDonald's, they're going to other chains because it's quick, it's easy, that's what they can afford.
But it's not cheap. Fast food shops are not really cheap. But the question is, what can you afford? I mean, people have a smartphone. People buy this, people buy this. What can you afford? I mean, actually, it's a question of preferences. Yeah, I mean, it's a question of preferences. Dr. I was traveling the whole globe, and I was in many countries, seeing many different indigenous people, different cultures. They cannot afford a smartphone. They cannot afford driving a car, but they can afford clean food. Well, actually, there are no supermarkets. Anyway, clean organic food is a question of preference. I mean, people are spending money. I know people who will tell me they cannot afford this and this, and then they smoke 2 packets of cigarettes a day or whatever. I guess it's a question of preference. Of course, organic food is a little bit more expensive. That's true. But when I look in, when I go to supermarket, sometimes I go to supermarket because I need toilet paper, or here in Italy, I cannot drink the water from the pipe, so I have to buy bottled water. So I go to supermarkets here, and when I look in the car, what people are carrying, buying, I said, well, I don't buy this, I don't buy this, and I don't buy this, and I don't buy this, and I don't buy the snacks, I don't buy this cakes, I don't buy this biscuits, I don't buy this, I don't love salted stuff, or I don't buy this and this and this. with all the money I can buy organic food. So I don't, I'm not gonna list what I'm spending every month on gasoline, on camping sites, on food, and so on and so on. I'm not spending a lot of money, and I eat very well healthy, to be honest. I know it's not expensive, because I don't buy all the other stuff. I don't buy all the snacks and all the other shit that people buy. I don't buy it. So it's not more expensive. Not at all. It's not true. Of course, when you stay with all the other shit and you buy an extra steak, of course it's more expensive. But when you only eat the steak and nothing else, you don't spend much more money. It's not true. Absolutely not.
It's a great point you brought up. So I've never smoked cigarettes, but I know they used to have them in the vending machine, and then they were behind the counter. I don't even know where they are now, but they were pretty expensive. They continue to go up. So for someone who is smoking on a regular basis, I don't know what that's costing them, but that's got to be a big number.
Yeah. I hear you. I don't smoke, but when I go to the gas station, I guess it's $7 or $8 a package. It's a hell of money.
Is that for one package or a whole thing?
No, one package. I guess I think there are 20 cigarettes inside. It's $7 or $8, something like that.
No.
It's a hell of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. Yeah, so I guess it's a matter of priorities. And if you have an addiction to something, obviously you have to look at that first and get control of that.
And coming back to your price, when, for example, organic food, let's say vegetables, and I don't buy vegetables, but when you eat vegetables, organic vegetables, when I see here in Italy or in Austria and Germany, wherever I travel in Spain, in the supermarkets, it's quite expensive, organic food, but when you go to a farmer market, it's much cheaper. So when you go to a farmer market, the local markets, or maybe you have the chance to buy directly from a local organic farm, it's much cheaper than the supermarket. But organic food in the supermarket is quite expensive. It's a business model for that, yeah. But when you go to local markets, it's really cheap. And for example, I buy grass-fed beef, organic grass-fed beef slaughtered on the farm, so the animals have no stress. And just to give an example, for the ribeye steak, I pay 29 euros. That's about $30. For 2 pounds. That's quite cheap. It's a reasonable price.
Yeah, that's a great point. So Roland, I want to just really dive into the water fasting. The person goes and they see their physician, they get cleared to go ahead and do this.
Yeah. And
they can actually use various apps to help them track their progress, because I have one that's called Zero, not a paid spokesperson. Okay. And they have a free app, and then they have one where you can pay to have other services and also guidance, coaching from a nutritionist. So you make a decision that you're going to do either intermittent fasting or you're going to go for so many days. What are some of the feelings that start coming up, or the physical effects that you've noticed when you first started? Maybe you don't have it anymore, but what are some of those physical effects and mental effects as well?
Well, when I know that, for example, when I know, okay, it's coming closer the day I start fasting again, I get really excited, to be honest. I got really excited. And the funny thing is my stomach is reacting already. So, okay, I get rid of all this toxic stuff. So, I get absolutely excited. So what I do is, before I start the fasting, 2 days before I start going down with the food intake, going down. So I eat less. So good. 2 days I eat less. And then what is very, very important when you go into the water fasting, before you really dive into the water fasting, because I made this mistake in January, I don't know why I forgot it, is you have to really absolutely empty and cleanse your intestines. That's very, very important. Yeah, very, very important to get rid of all the toxic stuff. So really takes a day in the bathroom, but to get rid of all the things. You can use chemical stuff from a pharmacy shop if you want. It's called, I don't know, the German word is Glauber salts. You can use this. You can mix it with water. You drink it. If you go for a more natural product, I highly recommend, because they're very, very tasty, very natural. But you can have a little bit more pain in your stomach. It comes from Japan and Taiwan. You can get it online if you want. It's fermented plums. I don't know if you've heard about it actually. It's green plums that they grow in Japan and Taiwan, so in Asia, it's green plums, and they ferment them, and you eat them once or twice, one or two of them in the evening, and then it's starting. It's absolutely cleaning, much better than any chemical stuff. It's more natural, but with the reaction of the plums, you have more, a little bit more pain in your stomach. Yeah, that's a side effect, but it's very natural. So it's you find them. It's fermented green plums from Japan or from Taiwan. So you do this, and then when you empty your body, you can go in the liquid fast, the water fasting or liquid fast. So to be honest, I don't do 100% water fast. I do a kind of liquid fast. So sometimes when I drink a lot of water, I squeeze a little bit a lime in, or something like that, or pomegranate, to get a little bit taste, because otherwise it's a little bit boring just the water. I drink once a day. I drink peppermint tea, so fresh peppermint with hot water. Of course, no sugar intake. That's what I drink, a tea, especially in the evening when it's getting colder. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. So water with a little bit lime and peppermint tea. That's what I drink. So what's going on in my body? I mean, two things. I don't feel hungry, to be honest. I don't feel hungry at all, because I just drink. So I have a lot of liquid intake. I don't feel hungry after. As I don't smoke, as I don't drink much alcohol, I don't have any reactions about in the first days, because normally people who smoke or drink a lot of coffee. I drink coffee, but not a lot. People who drink coffee or have a lot of sugar intake, they get a lot of pain, a lot of headache in the beginning, because they get this craving and they get this headache. It's always when you stop drinking alcohol or smoking a cigarette, then you get a reaction because of your addictions. I don't have this. Luckily, I don't have any headache. I feel good, so I don't have any issues about not feeling good, because most people who don't eat clean and then they go on a fast, they feel terrible the first 2 days or maybe 3 days, because their body said, where's the sugar, where's the alcohol, where's the nicotine. So that's no challenge for me, because I don't have this intake. So I feel very good. But of course, I don't feel hungry. But to be honest, I think about eating. And actually every day I talk to myself and said, what the heck are you doing here? What the heck? Why don't you eat? Why aren't you enjoying a steak or whatever? Okay, I have this too. I have this self-talk to myself. And if it's normal, I can handle it. But I have it too. Of course, yes. Sometimes I question myself. Why I'm doing this? Does it make sense? Or I want to eat something? Yeah, not because I feel hungry, just because I'm just used to it. In the morning, have a coffee, and then my eggs and my bacon, and then my steak. Of course, I have this self-talk. Yeah, absolutely, but it's okay for me. I can handle it.
Thank you, Roland. I have a few things I wanted to share. The first is, when I was scheduled to have a colonoscopy in November, I think, I did water fasting for 40 hours. And then I used the cleanse out that they give you. And I wasn't totally cleaned out, which was surprising to me. So obviously there's the digestive tract has a lot more in it than what we were aware of, because if that didn't clean it out, I don't know what would. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is, what about, so I'll give you an example with me. When I did the water cleansing, I do intermittent fasting now, pretty much every day, but I have to have protein, because if I'm doing 2 or 3 exercise classes that are full on, I don't think I could do it without having some kind of protein. And it maybe would be detrimental if I did it without having protein. What do you think?
Well, I do my daily 20-30 minutes workout, but to be honest, I couldn't join a spinning class during my fasting period. I don't think so. I guess I get problems with my, I couldn't do that. I walk my dog every day. I walk him 3 times a day, half an hour on the beach, and I do my 20-30 minutes kettlebell lifting TRX, but I do it slowly. That's what I do. But to be honest, I couldn't attend a spinning class, or even not instruct a spinning class. No, not at all. No, impossible.
I'm glad that you shared that, because I do think that it's even dangerous when you're pushing yourself to that. At least that's what I'm always pushing myself to that degree, that I'd have to have something in my body. So my next question for you is, it's been 5 days. What's the goal? When will you stop?
Okay. Actually, I want to finish on Sunday. This should be let me know. I have no idea. On Sunday. So I said I'm not going for 15. I was planning 15 days, but I'm not going for 15 days because I have some meetings here in Italy. So I want to eat there. So on Sunday, my plan is that on Saturday I go to the market because there's a farmer's market on Saturday. I want to buy an organic chicken and vegetables, and I'm gonna cook a chicken soup. That's what I do on Saturday, and then on Sunday I want to have the chicken soup, but just the soup. So my dog gets the meat and the veggies. I will have a soup, just the soup, the broth, for 2 days. I come back with a chicken soup for 2 days, and then I slowly start eating. So I will finish actually Sunday, Monday. So yeah, Tuesday the 20th, I will continue normal food intake. So it's going to be 19. It's 10 days.
And everything I read is that you shouldn't go more than 3 or 4 days without really being monitored by a physician. But you've done this before, you know what you're doing. So any disclaimer, again, that you just want to give the audience who's thinking, oh, I have no experience doing this, I'm just going to go off on my own, I'm going to water fast.
No, especially as I said in the beginning, the older you are, and when you have any health issues, you're taking any pills, medication, please go to your medical doctor. Yeah. Because when you go, as I said in the beginning, restricted, you have to imagine something. When you don't eat clean, like I do, you don't eat clean, so you have a lot of toxic stuff inside. And when you go too fast, what happens is that all the toxic stuff goes into your blood systems, and you're gonna toxinate yourself, and this can be really, really, really dangerous, especially when you have heart issues. So please go your medical advice first, and second is really do a cleanse. It's very important. I could, I'm quite healthy, but I as I said in January, I stopped it because on day 4 I didn't feel good, and I was calling a friend of mine, actually 2 friends of mine, and both of them they are fasting specialists and working with people in spa hotels, and they said, "What are you doing? This and this?" And then they said, "What about the cleansing? What are you using for cleansing?" I said, "Oh my God, I didn't cleanse at all." So as I said, please stop it, Roland. It doesn't make any sense. Get the products and then stop it. Start again. So yeah. So as again, really, really important. Consult your medical doctor. Tell them what you want. Tell you what your goals are for why you're fasting. And again, you're not fasting for losing weight. Yeah, losing weight is a lifestyle. You have to change your lifestyle. And secondly, reduce your food intake for 2 days. 2 days. Maybe no alcohol, no coffee. Then you do a cleansing. The best cleansing is a 2-way cleansing, meaning putting an intake, anything that helps you to flush through. What I really recommend is this plums, this fermented plums. It's a natural one. It's good, but you can also take any other stuff. Cleans from bottom to down, and then from down to bottom, meaning maybe you do I don't know how to call it in English. We call it a column therapy. It's a closed system where they bring you water in from the back, the spill through, and it comes out again. So you need both. You need both ways. And then you clean more or less, fully clean. Then you can go on the water intake or on the liquid intake. And yeah, be careful. And the best thing is, to be honest, is no heavy workout, and especially, the best thing is when you really have a place where you're by yourself and you don't have to work. That's the best thing. If you really have a time out somewhere at home or a nice place and not working, that's the best thing.
Thank you very much, Roland. We're going to move on to our next program, but what's the best way for people to reach out to you? We have your contact information, and who would you like to reach out?
Well, the best, as I said in the beginning, the best way is send me an email. It's office@rolandfriedl.com, and then we can come across how we want to continue our communication. Yeah, whoever is interested in my lifestyle, what I'm doing, in my coaching, in my health starters, whatever. So let's connect. I'm open to everyone. let's connect. And it's all about, as I said, networking, sharing, and caring. And yeah, I'm always willing to help people, and I'm also very, very curious about your thing. How do you manage your life? What is your goals? What are you doing to stay healthy and stay fit? So send me an email, and then we take it from there. Thank you.
All right. Thanks very much, Roland. I look forward to seeing you for the next show, the Mallorca Connection. You're going to be talking about your book that you're publishing.
Yes, actually 2 books. Yeah.
2 books. Wow. Look at that. I didn't even know. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. We'll look forward to seeing you in just a minute.
Thank you, JACALYN. Bye-bye. And bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us on USA Global TV and Radio. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Please do reach out to Roland. You can also find him on LinkedIn and on Facebook. And now we're going to hear from our partner and our sponsor, the British School of Excellence, and Mr. Philip Sykes. They're going to wow and just get you so excited about their new course, which is the Polished Professional. So please take a look and a listen. USA Global TV and Radio proudly presents our partner and sponsor, Mr. Philip Sykes and the British School of Excellence. Building confidence, changing lives. And now, proudly presenting the Polished Professional.
On a transformative journey with the British School of Excellence's comprehensive suite of masterclasses, crafted to elevate your professional and personal life. 8 outstanding modules will elevate you to the next level. Module 1, Exploring Life's Purpose, delves into the depths of self-discovery, guiding you to chart your unique path to fulfillment and success. Module 2, Mastering Professional Presence and Confidence. This masterclass is a deep dive into the art of self-assurance and commanding presence, which is essential for standing out in today's competitive landscape. Module 3, Learn the secrets of visual impact, how to curate a personal style that amplifies your professional brand. Module 4, Mastering Professional Etiquette and Communication Excellence, navigating the nuances of corporate interaction with grace and tact. Module 5, Elegance in Eloquence. We impart powerful techniques to captivate and persuade any audience with your oratory skills. Module 6, Unlock the potential of your emotional intelligence, EQ, and harness the ability to connect, empathize, and lead with emotional savvy. Module 7, Mastering DISC, building a gateway to understanding behavioral styles, fostering better personal and professional relationships. Module 8, Mastery in Dining Etiquette, building your confidence to perfect the subtleties of dining with finesse, enhancing your social savviness at any table. Step into the Polished Professional program where poise, elegance, and excellence aren't just taught, they're instilled for life. Join us to redefine your potential and polish your professional edge.
To learn more, go to thebritishschoolofexcellence.com. The British School of Excellence are investors in people. Let us invest in you.